Okay guys, so I want to talk about something. So, yesterday I did something so far out of my comfort zone. If you guys watch my channel frequently, or if you watch this channel, like if you know me, you know that I hate small talk. I have social anxiety and I'm shy. And I went to a party alone yesterday. I went to a party alone. It's so out of my comfort zone, guys. Like shit. So basically, I'll tell you why it happened and then I'll tell you how it went. I'm alive, so that's cool. Sorry I'm talking so quiet and low. Everyone's sleeping. So basically, I was supposed to go with Daniela, but she flopped on me because she's going through a breakup and she wasn't in the right mind state to go to a party, which I get because it was full of a bunch of people from her high school, and like I mentioned, she was bullied, so obviously the last thing she wants to see when she's upset and hurting is a bunch of high school bullies. But I had already told my friend I was going, and I like sticking to my plans. I'm very I like to, if I say I'm gonna do something, I like to do it, you know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna cancel, even though my presence is not detrimental to the fucking party, you know what I mean? It's if I don't go, it's not a big deal, and I know that. But I just I like saying I'm gonna do something and actually doing it. So I'm like, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna go. Plus I have Generation Beauty coming up, and it's gonna be a creator event, and I don't know anybody, so I'm like, maybe this is good practice, you know? So Daniela ended up driving me there last minute, so I just chilled in the car with her for 20 minutes, close by to the house, and I was sitting there oh my god, I'm literally gonna shit myself. If anybody that was there is watching this, just never bring it up to me. Anyways, so yeah, it was my friend's party, and as I said, my friend had gone to my high school. We weren't really close in high school. No, sorry, we didn't talk in high school at all. So I don't know of any of his friends. I don't know any of his friends. I know of them, they know of me, but we don't know each other. Do you know what I mean? So it's that awkward, do you introduce yourself or do you not? Because we know each other's names, but hi, you know? So it was just full of people I knew but didn't know. And I only knew two people there, pretty well, and that is the friend that was hosting the party. So that doesn't really count because when you're hosting a party, you're with everybody, right? You know, you got all your friends there, whatever. And then the other friend I had was Damien, the one that's, well, his real name is not Damien, but you guys know him as Damien. He's been on my channel. So he was there too, and he's best friends with the guy. So I was like, okay, I know one person. So by the way, shout out to you if you were watching this, because honestly, if you weren't at the party, I think I would have literally gone to the bathroom and put my face in the toilet and just drown myself and never come out because I would be dead. Sorry, I just had super anxiety while I was there. As soon as I walked in, I was like, oh my god, there's just too many people. So basically how it went was I I'm just so fucked up. I went to the party, and I was literally sitting in the car Daniela, can you just drive into a ditch and I can just die so I don't have to go, and you know, it's a pretty good excuse. Not that I didn't want to go, because I wanted to go, that's the thing, but I just didn't want to have to deal with that initial oh god, I'm just so shy. So I get to the door, and thank you god my friend answers, and I get there, and I just look and all I see is familiar faces, and I'm like, oh my god. So I start making small talk, but I suck at it. Which is awkward. Is this thing that when I finish saying something during small talk, I just go, yeah. And I just stare at them. It's so bad. So yeah, anyways, so I had, you know, when you go to a party, you always have your friend, and that's the person you just kind of cling to. You just I'll if I was gonna go with Daniela, I would have we would have been attached to the hip the whole night, you know what I mean? I didn't have that. Obviously I had my friend, but at the end of the day, all his friends are there, you know? I'm not gonna expect him to be by my side all night, just because he feels sorry for me, no. So I will say that he did a good job of making sure I was comfortable and stuff, which is really nice because not a lot of people are like that. But I eventually did get to talking to people, and it was really interesting because the anxiety went away, Like, it came and it went, you know what I mean? Like, there'd be, like, peak moments where I was, like, sitting alone and I was like, oh my god, pull the phone out and start texting everybody that's asleep, and they'll just text me, like, everybody was sleeping, and I was texting them like they're gonna answer me, and they never did. But I'm here looking super busy, like, bitch, I'm having a real conversation. No, I was literally talking to myself, pretty much, because nobody was answering me. So there's, like, all these people there, and, like, eventually, like, I finally, like, got to making conversations with people, probably after the Hennessy kicked in. Um, so after the Henny kicked in, I started talking a little bit more. I, like, went from small talk to, like, real conversations, and next thing you know, like, I'm having, like, deep ass conversations with people, like, deep ass conversations. Like, it was so interesting. I was talking to people. Okay, here's this thing. Oh god, it's something that I do. I'm like big on getting people to talk about what they're passionate about. Like, I like to figure people out. It's so weird. And, like, here's the thing. If you know me, oh god, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, if you don't know me, I seem probably, see, it depends on what kind of person you are. Like, if you're a creative person, it's like you appreciate it, because creative people like to speak on what they're passionate about. So when I get people to talk about what they're passionate about, I can see, oh god, there's so much I want to say about this topic. Oh my god, I don't even know where to start. Okay, let me just finish talking about the party and I'll talk about that. Oh, this lighting is really bothering me. Okay, it's weird, like, knowing I'm not, like, gonna jump cut. So basically, what was I saying? Yeah, so, like, I started having, like, real conversations with people, and once I started doing that, I, like, got out of my shell. So, like, I'd be talking to people. Sorry, I keep hiccuping. I'd be talking to people, and, like, once I started seeing that they were passionate about something, I got, like, fascinated by the conversation. Next thing you know, I'm, like, super into the conversation. And, like, I'd, like, have a conversation with one person, and then the next person, and then the next person. By the end of the night, I, like, had, like, a deep conversation with, like, half his friends. You know what I mean? Like, you're not half, I'm being extra, but, like, a good amount. It was very interesting because it's like, these are people that I went to high school with. So it's like, I never said one word to them in my life, and all of a sudden we're, like, talking about our dreams and fucking aspirations, and, like, why we do this and why we're stuck in a rut, and what, you know what I mean? Like, there's all these people that I'm just, like, talking about this random stuff with, and we're just like just talking, and it was interesting. So at that point I started to feel more comfortable. So I wasn't really, like, I didn't feel like I needed to cling to someone, like, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't feel like, okay, I wish that Daniela was here, like, so I could have a friend. I was okay. And I, like, I just kind of became a little bit more social than I normally would be, and I felt really good about it. It was like a stepping stone, not a stepping, like a milestone. I don't fucking know what to call it. It was like a breakthrough. I don't fucking know. I don't know, but it was, like, different for me because I don't do that. I don't talk to people. I really don't. Like, I don't. If I go to, okay, let's say, like, one time I went to, like, a high school party, like, 3 years after high school, and I went to, like, a party full of people that went to my high school. I said high school, like, 3 times just now. I remember having so much anxiety, I didn't talk to anybody. I did a brief catch up with, like, 1-2 people. That was it. I stuck to Scorpio friend that slept with my man the whole time. And I talked to people that didn't even go to my high school. I talked to, like, other people, and not even much. Just like, oh, I like your hair, or like, blah, 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 you know what I mean? Like, stupid conversation. But yesterday was, like, different because I asked questions. I tried to learn about them. I tried to get to know them. I tried to figure out what they're passionate about, and it was super, super cool. And I stuck around. Like, I didn't leave. Like, I told myself, okay, just, like, show up for an hour or two and say hello to everybody, everybody, 2 people. Have a good time and then go home. But I actually ended up staying for a decent amount of time, and I had a good time. Like, yes, it was terrifying. It was so terrifying. Like, you guys, it took Daniela, like, 10 minutes to get me out of the car. I was like, okay, so I guess I'm going now. And I just sat at the door, like, okay, bye. I just, like, close the door again. I'm like, I can't do this. Like, that was me. Like, you guys have no idea. Like, you think I'm being dramatic. Like, it was bad. She was literally sitting there, like, I wish I could vlog this right now, but, like, I can't. So, yeah, so it was, like, crazy for me to, like, actually, like enjoy myself, and I'm very happy I was able to enjoy myself. I went to a party alone. I went to a party alone. That's weird. I don't know. I'm just not that kind of person. And I'm happy I did it, and I had a good time. I don't know if I'll really do it again. I probably, okay, here's the thing. I'll do it if that's the situation that I'm placed in. I won't be as scared next time, but I wouldn't, like, you know, like, choose to go to a party alone. Like, I always want someone with me, like, but if I am put in another situation like that, I won't be as scared, and I'll be more inclined to do it, without, like, wanting to die. So, yeah, it was a learning experience. I'm so extra, like, why can't, like, this is how you know, like, I'm just so weird. Like, most people would just, like, go to the party and go to the party. For me, it's like, it's just, like, a big thing, you know? When you're, like, shy, it's a big thing. I don't know. But, yeah, it was fun. I had a good time. And if anybody that was at the party is watching this, hello. Sorry if, I talked too much. I probably did. It's okay. But, yeah, so I was saying something about, like, how I like to get people to talk about their passions. So I'm going to end this video and film another one looking the exact same, probably in some better lighting, and talk about that, because I want to know if anybody else is like that, because I'm just gonna go really in depth on it. So I'm gonna talk about that. And there's another story that I wanted to tell that I mentioned in my last video. What was it? I remember. Okay, I'm gonna tell that in another video. I'll actually tell it though. I will remember, because I made a point to remember. But yeah, okay, so see ya later, alligator.